In this video, we're going to take a look at how to add information to the lesson plan template that was sent out. So when you take a look at the email, when you click on the lesson plan template, it's going to ask if you want to make a copy. So you want to make a copy of the lesson plan template, and then you're going to see this screen. Now, first, before we add anything to this, when you hit make a copy, this added the lesson plan template to your Google Drive. So if you have a specific place that you want to put this lesson plan template in your Google Drive, you're going to click on this button at the top with this folder, an arrow, and it says move. When you click on this, it's going to take a minute to load, but then you can actually choose the folder where you want to move the lesson plans to. So if you have a specific folder, you'll go ahead, you'll scroll through, you'll click on the folder that you want to add it to, and you'll click on move. Then it will actually move the lesson plan to that specific class folder. Now up here you can change the name of this, so if instead of copy of lesson plan template fall 2022, you could name this whatever name you might want this. So maybe I'll put chemistry 1 lesson plans fall 2022. So if you teach elementary level and you want it to say ELA grade 1, math grade 1, maybe it's science grade 5. So you can change this to whatever name you want it to be. You can also, where it says class title, change that to whatever class you're making these lesson plans for. So you now have the table of contents that's already linked for you. So when you, your students, parents, other teachers click on your lesson plans, when they click on the bookmark here, it's going to actually take you to where it's bookmarked. So you click on, October 17th, you click on the bookmark, it's going to take you down to October 17th, and you can always scroll back up to the top. So for the lesson plans, what you'll do is you have a spot for objectives. So in here, you can type in whatever your objective for the day would be, your classroom activity. So you'll go through, you type something in, maybe you're playing a game, hit enter, right? You can add all of your activities into this column, and then the work. Now you could change this to say homework instead of the work, but this is just kind of instead of homework, maybe they get it done during a study hall, maybe they get it done later in the day, but you can change this as well. So then you can type in what their homework would be. If you want to bold, italicize, underline, change the color, you can do all of that up here. When you're adding content to your lesson plans, you're going to notice that this says day. So Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If you are a specials or an itinerant teacher and maybe you're teaching by grade level, instead of day, you could actually just type in grade 1. And if you need to make this a little bit bigger, you can just drag this. Maybe instead of up here where it says day, I'll make it say grade. All right, again, I can drag this over a little bit. So you drag it over until you have grade. Same thing, right? So you're going to have to go in and type in grade each time, but now we have grade 1, maybe it's grade 2, 3, and 4. And if you're only teaching 4 grade levels, maybe you don't need this bottom one. You can highlight, you can right click, and delete the row, right? You delete the row, it looks like this, but you can change the column titles, but for most it's based on the day, just because it's kind of a day-by-day template, but you could also change it to say grade. Same thing with objective, activities. If this, instead of saying the work, you want it to say homework, you can change it to say homework, but you can edit this to make it fit what you need. And that's the same thing for activities. If you want to add a link here, so maybe you have a specific game and it's linked on the website, you can actually highlight this. You can click on insert link, and you can actually just paste the link in here and hit apply, and then you're going to have links here as well. The nice thing about links is if you go to your lesson plans the following year, you'll notice that you have all of these links. And so you have the links, maybe you have answer keys, notes, but now you have those year after year, and you can change them as needed. But you can kind of see what this would look like with links embedded into the lesson plans. Again, some lesson plans might be more involved than others. You'll notice that this lesson plan does have some links. Quizzes are added in red bold font just to make it kind of stand out when there's an assessment. But you'll notice that there are some of these that have links. Other days don't have links at all. Some days have extensive objectives, others don't have very extensive objectives at all. So you just make this fit your needs. One other thing, I'll show you what the lesson plans might look like when they're done. So this is an example of the lesson plans from last year. So you'll notice the objective, the classroom activities, if they have any homework. So as long as you're typing in each of these things, you're just filling in those boxes. Some lesson plans, maybe you want them to be a little bit more involved, might look kind of like this, where you have the objective, you have the activities, maybe you want to add hyperlinks in, you have your homework in there as well. They can be as involved as you want them to be. If you want to add these frequent resource links at the top. So on my lesson plans, I have these links that my students might use often so they can click. You're going to notice that the template does not have that up here. If that's something that you would like to add, you can actually just click in here. If you want to just make a bulleted list, you can make a bulleted list. If I were to type in frequent links, I could go ahead and highlight this. Maybe I want it to be bolded, underlined. Maybe I want to increase the size a little bit. I can add frequent links right underneath here. Again, you could just type. Maybe I want it to say class website, and you could just put a list of your links. What I like doing is I like using this table just to keep it more organized. So if you would like to add a table to insert links, you can go ahead and just click Insert, Table, and then however many columns you would want. So maybe I want 3 columns and 2 rows. And now you have this table, so I can go ahead and just type in class website. To add a link, I'm going to highlight class website, and I'm going to click on this insert link button. So I insert the link, and I can go ahead and just paste my website link and apply. And now here is my class website that's linked here. You could go in, you could type in any other links that are used often. And so what you've done is now you've kind of given this repository of links for students, parents, other teachers to click on. And so you'll notice in both of these, right here are some links that are added. Same thing up here, right? I have other YouTube playlists. I have other links at the top of each of my classes' lesson plans. So that's how you can create the links. You can insert the links, and you can add as many as you want. If you change your mind, right, you can copy the link. You can edit this link. So you realize that something else needs to go in. You can highlight this link here, and you can change that link. Now, when you're ready to share this, so when you are ready to share your lesson plans with someone else, or with teachers, or you want to post them, you're going to click on this blue share button at the top. So right now there's a lock. You're going to click on that blue share button. And when you click on that blue share button, it's going to take a minute, it's going to load, and you want to say get link. So this might say restricted, only people with the link can open, but I want to click to change to anyone with the link. Your other option might be that it's restricted to Penn Trafford users. You do not want that, right? You want parents to be able to see it as well. So you want to make sure that it says anyone with the link is a viewer. Make sure that this is viewer. Copy the link, hit done, and now you can paste that link wherever you want to put it. Google Classroom, your teacher web page, wherever you want to put these lesson plans, you copy the link. Now you can add that link somewhere else.